Guys, if you're a fan of the Sly Guy podcast, you know what time it is. It's time you get yourself to www.patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast, where all the secret ingredients that go to create this podcast are. That's right, you get it all over there. Everything you want. The bonus episodes with guests. You get the early release episode of the regular podcast. You get the extra Sly Guy podcast. Also, Dog Walks with Davey, a serial killing a podcast. The Champions League of Weird, and much more. And also for you guys very soon, my stand-up special, Bits and Pieces, will be available only for patrons. So if you want to support the podcast for as little as £2 a month, get on over to patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast, or follow the link in the bio if you can't be arsed typing it into the fucking search bar because you're a lazy bastard. Sort your life out. That's what I'm saying. Fix yourself and do it now. Patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast. Guys, we know what's going on. The world today is full of narcissists. It's full of people obsessed with themselves. And in a world full of narcissists and people who are self-obsessed, maniacs, egomaniacal monsters, we need to counterbalance that with a little bit of modesty. And that's what we do here at the Sly Guy podcast. We are sponsored by Modest Beer. That's right, Modest Beer aren't going to come on here themselves and say we're great because they're modest. But that's my job. I'm telling you how great they are. You want to know more about Modest Beer? Follow them on social media. Or are they going to have a difficult, hard to remember fucking handle? No, just Modest Beer. At Modest Beer, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever. Find them there. Or you want to go to their website, www.modestbeer.co.uk. You can get all you need there. You can get the different types of beer that's there. You can order your Modest Beer. You can find out where stock's Modest Beer. You can even buy Modest merch. What else do you want? And if you want to know all the information that's coming with Modest Beer, subscribe to their brews letter. It's like a newsletter about their brews. So guys, please check out Modest Beer. And thank you for sponsoring the podcast. Guys, this is not an ad read. It's just me, Davey, telling you, listen, do us a favour. If you listen to the podcast and you love the podcast, please subscribe wherever you get it, whether that be YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, subscribe. Because maybe, I'm not sure if this is fact or fiction, maybe we might be making a few changes that if you're not subscribed, you'll not know where to find the podcast. So just on the off chance we do make changes, subscribe. And if we don't, at least you're all there. And we can know which Sly Hards and Rider Slides you're kicking about. I just got so excited there, I shoved my mustache right up my nose, and now I have an itchy nose. But guys, enjoy the podcast. It's a guest episode this week with the man, the myth, the legend, the king of ass himself, the Butler, Aaron Butler. Enjoy the episode. Muchas gracias. Au revoir.
I'm the Sly Guy.
Buttman, welcome to the podcast.
Good to be here. Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me back.
You're looking fresh. You're looking spunky, I was going to say, and funky.
Feeling fresh, spunky and funky.
Nice.
Yeah.
You were on a couple of weeks ago, my friend, and you know here at the Sly Guy podcast, sometimes I like to do solo episodes, sometimes I like to have guests on. You're a guy I like to have on. You seem to be, hey, don't do that. It's not sponsored by Coke. It's sponsored by Modest.
Sorry.
Hide Coke. That's the display. Don't be at that, but welcome anyway.
All right, good to be here, good to be back. And yeah, is this Patreon? Is this?
No, this is, see if you see the black, you know it's public.
Gotcha.
You know, if it's pink, if it's like, it looks like your auntie's living room, it's going on Patreon. If it's got this, if it says Sly Guy, you know it's legit public.
Good to know the differentials.
Yeah, because you've signed a table. You've been here many times. You've done a guest episode.
I think I was the first one to sign the table. I want to say
you were, and it wasn't a good signature. You need to work on that. See the more gigs.
I don't even know where it is now. I can't see it.
It's under my laptop because I like to hide it. You see, there you go.
Yeah.
See, Aaron Butler. Straight away.
Mine is the
hidden.
Whenever you see the other ones, mine's is the scummiest looking one, isn't it?
No, it's Willie's. Willie's.
Let me see Williams.
You can tell he's got cerebral palsy.
Jesus
from
Christ.
That signature.
Oh wow, yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to say anything about that.
I actually think he used his mouth to do it. You know,
it would have looked better if he used his mouth to do it.
It wouldn't look better if he'd have shoved the Sharpie up his hole and just squatted on the table, I think. Cause
Knowing William, that's probably something he does at the weekend.
That's the worst signature I've ever seen in my life. I'm mortified for him. And there are some good signatures too. That's not good.
No, that's...
Some other goods. Andrew Ryan's.
Andrew Ryan, friend of mine.
Yeah. How long have you known Andrew? Like, what's the deal with you two?
About 4 days.
Because you guys are connecting. Hold on. You are connecting on a personal level. And definitely don't bang the table as much as you do.
Didn't me. I was trying to grab my drink. Because someone put it behind beer that I'm not allowed to.
You are connecting on a personal level outside of work. It's not comedy related, the stuff you're doing. It's personal. It's, I don't know if
you make it sound like me and Andrew are fucking.
Are you?
Yep.
That's right, okay. So how did you two come
together?
Yes.
He prefers it if I wank him. And then for me, it's 69 all day, baby.
So how does he have enough in the tank to be wanked and then allowed to do it? Or do you just suck it on?
He doesn't. He's an old guy now, so I got
sucking on a Mr. Whippy, and he's
sucking on a softie.
And you're giving him a calypso at the other end, right? Okay,
yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, but no, me and Andrew, we do Cork in the North together. Why's your chair squeaking?
What? Because you keep shaking on it. Like, what's wrong? Do you have anxiety?
Yeah.
Like, we're like coming on friends, like probably like a decade of friendship, maybe more.
More has to be more.
Well, I don't know because it was an FNT nearly a decade, is it? So.
Yeah, no, well, Nordy Shore. How long is Nordy Shore? How old is Nordy Shore?
That's buried in the back of my mind. I don't know.
It's in the front of mine every day.
You know what though? I did say it on last week's podcast. I said I made a reference to Nordy Shore without meaning to. I used one line. I said, "There's something not right about that wee lad." I think, and I was like, that's where I know that from.
Yep. But it always comes back.
You know what? It's coming on. That speaking of that, for people, we'll get back into the Andrew situation in a minute because people will be keen to know more about that. But you know what, in fact, let's kill Andrew now. Let's get over Andrew now.
Alright, let's kill Andrew,
and then we'll come back to FNT because I do want to talk about that.
Yep.
So Andrew and you're host in his Northern Cock podcast.
Yep, the Northern Cock podcast.
Nice.
Yep.
And where can you
Cock in the North, I think it's called.
A cock in the where?
In the North.
And what's the difference between Cock in the South?
Big differences. All right, okay, they're more free.
Nice. You know? So what's the deal there? Because obviously he has the Cork in the North podcast. I've been on it. I consider myself a friend of the show. It's a very enjoyable podcast to be on.
Sure.
You went on it.
Yep.
You're a friend of the show. You're the guest. Like, you're a friend of the show. You come on the show. But things seem to be getting a bit more serious with you and Andrew. Yeah, I'm going to get my WD-40 out, and that's not a euphemism. I'm going to squirt all over that chair.
We're doing... I just come on as a co-host. The beautiful thing about it is it's right beside my house where it records, and I think that was...
McGabry in the garden?
That was 90% of the reason why I agreed to do it with him.
Okay.
But
so are you now a co-host every week?
Maybe like 2-3 times a month or something like that. Yeah. We bank a few episodes, and
does he ever host by himself?
Yeah. Well, he hosts. If he has guests on, sometimes he'll just do it with him and the guest. And
pretty sly. Like, what happens if he gets good guests? Like, imagine he got...
I'm a busy guy.
You know, Dr. Conrad, whatever, to kill Michael Jackson on. Yeah.
Out of all the people in the world to have as a guest, you pick him.
Because I was trying to think. I was going to say Michael Jackson, but we all know...
So the next best thing is Conrad Murray, the guy killed him?
Yeah, he's the closest to Michael that I could come up with off the top of my head. So you could get Dr. Conrad Murray. It would be sly for him to have him on and not
have me on to talk to Conrad.
Would you be able to... Like, would you be like that woman... in the
killed
Dahmer.
Michael.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
I fucking hate you, Jeffrey.
I don't want to ever see your face again, Conrad.
I hate you, Conrad.
Yeah.
You'd have Paddy McDonald's brother trying to just pull you out of the studio. I hate you.
You motherfucker. Look, he did his time. He went to jail.
Can I ask a question though? Did he deserve to go to jail? Did he make him? Did he like what? Or did he? Was it just one of the cases? Like sometimes we maybe, if we're on stage, say something that might offend somebody, or like an audience member gives a bit of... It's their job, but make a wee mistake. Did he just make a wee mistake on his job, or did he do big balls up? Like,
well, here is the situation. You're Michael Jackson, right? So you live this life where all you want is for people to tell you yes, and if someone doesn't tell you yes, you're just going to throw money at someone until someone does tell you yes. So what I believe has happened is...
Like those little boys that came to the ranch?
Like the little boys that came to the ranch.
I heard they gave them marmalade sandwiches and a big cock.
I can't confirm or deny.
Have you ever been there?
Did the Neverland Ranch?
Yeah.
Yep. Went to the ranch a few times. Just
nice. Did you get any of that special ranch sauce?
Got on a few of the rides. You know what I mean?
And then you went to the fairground after?
And I went and seen Bubbles. You know what I mean?
Blew a few bubbles.
Yeah.
That's getting into... That's necrophilia. Not necrophilia, it's bestiality.
Bestiality, and the mix of paedophilia.
And is it necrophilia too? Bubbles is dead, so it would be bestiality.
Bubbles is probably dead, I'd unless Bubbles has lived like a really rich life. Maybe Michael donated like a large portion of his death, his estate, to Bubbles the monkey. Someone needs to give me an update on what Bubbles is up to these days. Yeah. He might still be alive in a zoo somewhere.
Yeah.
But
I hope so.
Michael, so what has happened is Michael's obviously just been like, look, I want this drug that puts me to sleep. Give me it, or I'll get a doctor. It gives me it.
Lots of crossovers here with Dahmer. Like if he had just, known about Dahmer, he could just got the gear he used.
Yeah, exactly. The Dahmer like black guys. So
yeah, he'd be got about Michael if like he's talking to him online.
no,
and
man,
like,
Michael's still black.
He's cute. Like, do you think he's like screwed together? Like, do you think his lower body is black still, and like his upper body still like I don't know what he is?
Dave Black is, it's not about skin color.
But
it's about internal.
Well, there you've heard it here first. What do you see? All these racial struggles. Don't worry about it. It's what's inside accounts.
But no, essentially, so yeah, that's what happened. The doctor prescribed him a drug that he probably shouldn't have prescribed him, and so dead. And so
it
because
was
of that,
basically medical negligence rather than
which then led to death.
Like
so he definitely should have went to jail for a period, and he did.
It wasn't like Hazzy H.
Who's Hazzy?
Harold Shipman. Where he was actually popping the drugs into them. He just signed the form.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure on Harold Shipman.
Because a way, like when you go to prison, people often have opinions about like rehabilitation. Now again, people are probably going, Dave, you're not talking about something you don't know about. I do. I know a lot about the penal system. I study criminology.
Oh, you do. You've studied the penal system a lot.
I've been studying the penal system for years.
First since you're born.
Yeah, but what I want to say is that like certain things, obviously, when you go to prison, you get punished, you go to jail. People are trying to now move towards a more rehabilitative style approach to, to penal justice. They're trying to put you to jail. They want you to be rehabilitated, come out. Now, if you're a doctor, do you believe they should go in and be allowed to come back out and practice medicine again? Or do you think, like, because like if you did, say you did it and you picked the wrong audience member, it went well, you lost the whole. Say you did it like me at the gig that will not be named, right? Because we've learnt that lesson the hard way, right? Say you did that. Should I have gone to prison and then never been allowed to do stand up again? Or do you think, I've learnt my lesson, I should be allowed back on stage?
I was about to say you didn't kill anyone, but you did kill yourself that
night.
And
I was very close to actually killing myself. It was the worst experience of my life. But should Conrad be allowed to go back to the hospital, or would it just be, is he too far gone? Like, should he be allowed to be rehabilitated?
He should, but he shouldn't go back into the role he was in. He should start from a lower level and have to work his way up from for a while.
Yeah,
that's what.
But you'd have like what people are like within community. They'd be like, "See what he fucking did? He's the one that killed Michael.
He killed Jackson.
He killed fucking Jackson. Yeah. Jackie. See,
he killed
in the
Jackie.
estate, it'd be like, hear rumor about
Jackie
him.
Jackson.
Yeah, Jackie.
Can you name all 5 Jacksons?
Jermaine.
Yeah.
Tito.
Yeah.
JJ.
Yeah.
No, I'm done.
So you got Jermaine, Tito.
Give me a clue. I might know some more.
JJ, Jackie Jackson, Michael, and then who's the 5th Jackson?
See, I knew Michael.
Yep. So who's the one you're missing out on?
What do you look at me?
I know the answer and you'll love it.
Oh, please tell me.
Marlon.
Marlon Jackson. What did Marlon do? Was he old?
Marlon was the wee dancing one, so he was. Yeah.
Was there once, or was Michael the baby?
Michael was the baby. And then
I know Joe. He's my kind of guy.
And then Jermaine, beat your kids.
Yeah.
And then Jermaine left the group for a period of time. And when Jermaine left, they had a younger Jackson called Randy, and Randy then joined the Jackson 5.
Not from Pop Idol.
Not Randy Jackson from Pop Idol.
He looks different to the other Jacksons. Yeah.
No, so then young Randy came along and took Jermaine's place, and then so there was still 5 Jacksons, but.
Do you know what one of Jermaine Jackson's sons is called?
Your Majesty.
Yes.
Yeah, I introduced you to him.
Your Majesty Jackson, tremendous.
Who is he's the one that's singing, is he? No.
I mean, with a name like Your Majesty.
There's one of them that has a song and it's really good. It's like up millions of views
like
and stuff
current,
on YouTube.
Or it's like...
It came out a few years ago, but it's great. It's a great song.
Because didn't they have... What was it? 3T? Was that the name of his...
3T was the name of...
His nephews?
Yeah, that was Tito's sons.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Why are the Jacksons so fucking... I mean, I was going to say so fucking weird, but why are they so weird with names?
Don't know, but it's... Here, there's so many Jacksons. Like, Catherine and Joe.
Yeah, bucked.
They put in some fucking... They put out a whole...
shout out to Catherine, like, because...
Catherine just knocking out the talent.
I mean, like, that's
Janet,
the thing.
Latoya.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about the girls.
Exactly.
But what does Latoya do? Here's the thing,
Not much.
I will say, like, Janet Jackson is probably one of the top female artists of all time.
Yeah.
Numbers-wise.
Some
whatever.
nipple on her.
I know, I mean, to hold up a wall decoration of a sundial on your nip, that's an impressive nip. Like
It looked like
that's
a mirror
hook.
from TK
Yeah,
Maxx.
it looked like something from Wise Pies, just on her ditty. You know what I mean? Timberlake's like, oh fuck, it's a weird. It was a strange thing to me. It was like
Looked like she was auditioning for Teletubbies.
you're not seeing her boob, like you're seeing this. It was like that was a surprise Timberlake more than anything. He was like, fuck, that's not what I expected under there.
Coke just went up
Do
my
you know
nose
what I
there when you said surprise Timberlake. Just him reacting.
Yeah, a bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's such a weird
It's like
moment.
imagine you pull down somebody's like necks and instead of a dick, they've got a fucking chaise lounge. You know what I mean? It's like what? It's not where it should be placed.
It's just so bizarre. That's such a bizarre moment in time when you think like of just when you were younger and it was like.
But what do you think about it? Do you think it was staged?
Well, I don't know. I haven't looked into it enough. I mean, it
If
seems.
it was, classic. But also, if it wasn't, what are you doing, Justin Timberlake?
But
why are you ripping titties? Like what's going
Because he's
on?
Mr. JT.
Yeah. Don't be so. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me rock your body. But I remember, what was it? Like, yeah, it came out a few years ago actually because they were trying to sort of get at JT about that because Janet was taking all the slack and it was him that fucking whipped it out. But then I don't know.
Yeah, but also,
But why has she got that under there?
He didn't have garden furniture on his body. You know, she does, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean brave
it's not
choice
that
by
big
her.
a deal, is it really?
Not anymore.
No, but at that time,
At the time, it
but
was
I mean,
huge.
also people need to just be like, oh well, what can you do?
Do you know what it was?
Titties out, like.
See, if the titty was out, you would have just been like, oh, that's a mistake. See, because it had the most unique ornament ever.
And
like,
it had a sundial on it.
like,
Yeah.
it had a legit sundial on it. Because
Yeah.
that's it. Even if it was just like a bar piercing
Yeah.
or a wee hoop, she had a full fucking
Yeah.
star
Yeah.
on the nip. I don't know. Funny.
Yeah,
Good for
she had
her.
a full museum exhibition hanging off her, did he? You know, she had some Aztec sun god from like the 9th century or something just hanging off.
She had
her
a
boob.
Ouija board on
But,
her
like,
nipple.
that's the thing. Like, see, like if you were to see a celebrity boob, you'd want to have a look, but you could.
Yeah.
You could. It was still covered. You couldn't get off on that. You couldn't have been like, whoa, you know, because you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was very covered.
Yeah.
It was weird. It's like, you know, but again, you could pull down a guy's pants and they have the, you know, the V for Vendetta mask. It'd be as weird as that. Just it was an odd.
That's what Andrew Ryan has. Back to Andrew Ryan. The big V for Vendetta mask on his cap. But yeah, me and Andrew, we do Cork North. Yeah, we've sold out a live show
Nice.
at the Sunflower, so you can't get tickets for it, or I'd say get tickets for it.
Yeah, which is actually also the logo of the sunflower is what
it's Janet Jackson's titty.
on her tit. Yeah. So when's that on?
That is on, I think, the 11th of December.
I might, you know, and I say this, I might drop down. You know,
You're more than welcome down.
if I get, like, this is another thing I'm trying to do. If I get a lot of the podcasts done for December, I would like to take December off.
That would be nice,
And
actually.
just
That's
have a
good
wee
move.
bit of festive time,
It's
you
a
know,
good
to
move.
the family, because
Yeah.
I've been overworking myself recently, and I just
Yes.
want to, you know, lay back. I'll come down.
So yeah, we're doing that. We're fucking the following on Instagram's going up. The TikToks are going up. It's all trending in a good direction, I think. You know.
Yeah, that's good to see. Because you know what, I want to say this, and I say I've had Andrew on the podcast. I've been on his podcast. I'm a big fan of his as a guy. I like him.
Yeah,
You know, I
yeah,
like
yeah.
him as a guy. I'm pleased to see him on
Great
the scene.
stand up.
Super, and I welcome him to the scene. And
I agree.
I wish him well.
He's a good addition. Very Trump.
Yeah,
I love when
wish-
you say
I
that.
wish him well. You know,
I wish
do,
him
I will.
well.
You know what?
Trump's running for re-election again.
Yeah,
Excited?
I mean, how do you feel about that?
Gosh, I mean, part of me is excited for it because anytime he's involved,
Yeah.
it creates a bit of buzz or creates a bit of he's going to provide some good laughs here.
Yeah.
But then the flip side of that, you're going,
He shouldn't be the president.
but I don't want him to win.
Yeah.
I'm happy enough for him to run, get a good few clips on TikTok of him debating, doing his dance. That was I love that so much. And yeah.
But I love the way his justification of things. How can I be homophobic? I dance to the YMCA. I love gays. Gays are amazing, fantastic.
Wasn't it? I don't know if this is true or not, but I think the reason
I love the gays.
big fan of the gays.
They're
okay?
fantastic.
So many gays right here today. I see them there. They're looking at me.
He's wearing leather. He's a homosexual. Fantastic. Yeah. And then you're with Joe Biden. You're like, Joe, can you see any of the LGBT in the crowd? He's like, where am I?
He's like, yeah. There's a crowd. So I would like him to not win, obviously.
You know what I'm gutted about? I'm gutted that somebody in Trump's PR team didn't be like, we have an opportunity here, Donald. You've done the presidency. It was what it was. Do the late night TV shows. Do the round of the shows. Tell secrets. Be a comedian. Do a one-man show. That would be... Because he is the only guy of that potential, like of that level. Like, he should never, like, that man should never have been a president of the United States.
No.
But as a, like, people love Borat and people love characters, and as he is the funniest character in the world, should never be president.
Yeah.
But hysterical.
Funniest president there's ever been, unintentionally, I'll say.
Yeah.
He wasn't intentionally funny, but just the way he carried himself was very funny.
Yeah, but then like, the only other one I can think that I thought was quite funny in parts was Bush. Jr.
Bush had that unintentional funniness about him, like the golf drive and stuff like that, remember?
We are in a war against terror. Now watch this drive.
Like good Bush.
Thank you. I mean, they've said that about me before. Because I'm no longer sponsored by Manscaped. Fuck those guys.
Oh, they drop you.
You know what? I'm not going to talk about it because I did earlier, and they're crooked. They're crooked.
Crooked Manscaped.
Yeah. But you know what I will say? I do still use their product.
Their products are made in China. Yeah. All right, I've always said, want to bring it back.
China. But what I love is, like, Trump is like P4.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The way he goes.
He's schoolyard.
Like, when he's like, whenever the war's kicking off in Russia, he's like, there wouldn't have been a war. I'm friendly with Putin. He's a great guy. He loves the West Wing. It's like, no, he loves sushi.
He's
wild.
I was gonna say, can we talk about my big announcement?
Not yet. Fuck's sake. But because I feel there's more politics. To talk yet.
No.
Trump, he was the only president to just go, again, the most awkward thing, turns up to the border in Korea and just stands there in his suit with his wee short arms. Kim, you're a rocket man. And it's in their friends now. And so he said there'd be no war. He would make friends with everybody. I respect that.
Do you know the funniest president, I believe, is Obama?
Why?
Obama could do stand-up.
But he's very liberal, isn't he?
He is, but he's hilarious.
And what do you like about it?
That looks like a spicy... You've just opened something in front of me there. That's going to be a fun night.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
That's a big time. Dave is currently looking at a lineup for a poster of a gig. Are we allowed to talk about it now?
I mean...
Or will it be out by then?
It'll be out by then, yeah. It's Pugs Comedy Club.
Comedy
Christmas
Club.
Special live in the lounge. Oof. We've got the Buttman.
Yep.
Diony Doherty.
Oof.
Willie T.
Oof.
Heather Anderson.
Oof.
Ronan Linsky.
Oof.
And my good self.
Wow.
And hey... there's a special comeback happening. Additional acts could be announced as well, so...
Could be announced.
It's going to be a big Pass the Baton night. And what are we bringing back for it?
The baton?
Sausages.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Pug Uglies. For those of you who don't know, back in the early days of Pug Uglies anyway, pre-COVID times, I used to love going. I used to turn up, even when I wasn't on, just because they would dish out a bunch of these beautiful free cocktail sausages,
and they are
covered in a honey mustard drizzle glaze with oh man, I that has made me. I'm looking forward to that gig so much.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be the last gig at Pugs for the year. Usually we take a wee break, sort of February maybe. Maybe we come back mid-February. Maybe we come back in March. 4 years later, I will run. And, that's where we're at with that. But it's very exciting. It's going to be the last gig. And then, as I said, I'm trying to take on only...
Fans?
Yeah. I'm trying to take on
OnlyFans.
I tell you what, I would earn good dough on OnlyFans.
So would I.
But we could collab. We wouldn't touch or fuck, but we could just show our dicks.
Yeah.
And I would get the bear and you get the otters maybe because you have a bit of hair now. But if you shaved, we'd make money. We'd make bank.
We would make we could retire.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's just fucking do it.
Fuck this comedy shit.
Yeah, let's just be gay.
I just want to show.
And when I say
dick.
gay, people are like, oh, so why do you mean gay? Women aren't paying to see our holes.
No.
Women are.
And the ones that are, I don't want to know them.
No, they have problems.
They need to go to therapy.
Guys know what guys know, and guys like what they want.
Guys.
And that's it. So hopefully that's the last Pugs of 2022. It's been a great year for Pugs. A lot of really good gigs in there.
Yeah.
There's been challenges like anything, but we've come through the other way. We'll never die. We're like a rat. But what I will say, we're talking about gigs. We're talking about 2023, moving towards new things.
Right.
Is there something you would like to tell the fans about, Mr. B?
First podcast that I will announce this on is save this for yours. Now,
Is this an exclusive?
This could be
a world exclusive. Nice.
Now, by the time this comes out, the news will have been everywhere, and
everywhere. Like we're getting it on Al Jazeera, CNN,
Heat Magazine,
Fox,
you name it.
Gay Times.
It's all. Oh, it's already in the Gay Times, and I haven't even announced it yet. April 16th, 2023, Lavery's Comedy Club, Aaron Butler, Africa, the stand-up comedy special.
There you go.
Tickets are available at AaronButlerTickets.com. What about that for a URL?
They're also probably available via link in the description of this podcast as well.
Which will be AaronButlerTickets.com.
Which will be Aaron Butler.
Because that is the link.
Tickets.com.
I appreciate that. Yeah. So look,
there.
I'm excited. I'm terrified all the same, but it's all good.
Listen, man, you've been grinding for a while on Grindr.
Been on Grindr, and I've been grinding out material.
And now the time feels right.
Yeah.
April feels like a good time for it.
It's my birthday as well.
You're doing it. It's not. That's not your birthday.
Sorry, you
your
don't.
Birthday
Yeah, that's right.
Is the 18th.
The 18th. That's right.
And it's in Lavery's too.
It's in Lavery's.
Wee bit different. You're the first act to book a special in Lavery's, like, is that
first local act, I would say. I know that Kevin Hart did a few there, and I know that there's some other English comedians that are booked in for next year. But
Chubby Brown,
Bobby
Daffro,
Peter Kay I think's doing a few sets in there. See, after the Kevin Hart thing, nothing would surprise you about any comedian playing Lavery's now.
No.
Sure it wouldn't.
No.
Like, see if you heard like McIntyre's playing or something, you would just be
McIntyre, who's that?
Michael.
Oh, I think about McIntyre. I thought it was some guy I just don't know. McIntyre's coming in.
McIntyre's coming. Yeah, he's an Irish.
It believably could be an American.
Yeah, all these American acts coming over. But yeah, so on the same stage that Kevin Hart played, I will be playing my first solo show, and I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to bring it. If it sells well, I'm hoping we do another one somewhere down the line next year as well, in the summer or late September or October, something like that.
Know what I think you should do? Look down the gun. Tell people, look into their eyes. Look into your eyes.
Yep, I'm looking.
Tell them, come and see.
AaronButlerTickets.com. That's where you get it.
Do you know how
That's
much
where
the
you get
tickets
it.
are?
I believe, I'm afraid to say this in case it changes, but it'll definitely be, it's around £16 to £18. Something in that region. Because the link hasn't been shared with me yet, but I believe it's good. I'm trying to keep the price down for the people. Cost of living. Lavery's doesn't hold that many people. It holds like 150.
Hey, it's enough for a good time.
It's enough but that's what I mean. That's why I'm saying, because tickets are so low.
But it's good to see.
You might want to get in there quickly because
it's good to see, the tickets and the venues changing. It's good to have more options for acts, to maybe, instead of going to the same spots all the time, it's nice to have.
Yes, there was a lot of reasons behind picking Lavery's as a place, and that's definitely one of them. Just something different and something, I'm going, my legs shake, always shake.
But you just got to chill out because you're shaking the table, my friend.
I'm not shaking the table, my leg's not touching the table.
But your body is touching the table. There you go. Oh, that's just shaking the whole building.
It is,
uses 2 hands, yeah.
I'm a shaky guy.
Yeah, like Shaking Stevens. Coming up to Christmas too, man. Shaky Stevens is big.
That is. Oh, guy. Yeah, he did. That's
the paedophile video.
What is...
Snow is falling.
Is that his Christmas song?
Yeah.
I forgot what his Christmas song was.
You know what the slyest thing about Christmas songs are? The fact that you can't listen to the best Christmas song anymore.
What's the best Christmas song?
Rock and Roll Christmas by Gary Glitter. Because he's a nonce.
I thought R. Kelly maybe wrote one.
Yeah. I believe it's Christmas time.
Remix it. Let's free R.
It's the remix to the Christmas.
The World Cup this Christmas though.
Oh, fuck that guy. Will it be started? This will be started by the time this shit's out.
You not a fan?
You know what? I love the Coupe du Monde. I love the World Cup. I get excited about it. I just think this one is stinking.
Okay,
I think
please
it's
go in.
stinking because the World Cup should be in the summer.
It should.
You should be having barbecues.
You should.
Drinking cold beers.
Oh, man.
You know, it's bright outside.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be selling to a country like Qatar. Money grabbing bastards that bought the World Cup. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know.
That makes me sad.
Speaking
as well.
of which, have you seen the video Joe Lycett did?
Oh,
for David
of Beckham?
Beckham?
Yes.
But what I think, Beckham should just be like, it's 100 million, man, bro.
Is it 100 million he's getting?
Yeah.
Beckham's getting 100 million?
Apparently so, yeah. So, you know, if I'm Beckham, I'm just going, hey.
If you still want to burn 100 grand, go ahead.
Well, what I will see, if I am generally managing Beckham and I'm his PR guy, I'm saying, listen, we understand Qatar's not a good place. We have sold out. Do a big spread, Beckham. Do a big like nude spread in some magazine
at his age
to coincide. Beckham's still sexy Becks, like
he is,
and I would tie it up and be like, yes, and because what Joe Lycett said to him is basically that, you know, gay people aren't treated right in Qatar, which is correct. They're not. But however, if I'm Beckham, I'm like, I still want to be a gay icon. It's £100 million morals. See you later. But I still want to be a gay icon, and Joe, you can't tell me otherwise. So I do a big spread. In fact, I shock the world. I literally do. I spread I do a spread.
Oh wow!
And everyone can see
into the gape.
They can see what you could bend like.
And you zoom in on the image, and
it's
just Joe Lycett's wee face.
Yeah. But I do think that I like Joe Lycett. He's a funny comedian. I think he's
absolutely.
Great. I do think he is very great. This is where sometimes I feel like the lines blur a wee bit in comedy these days. It's like. We have opinions. We're comedians, but I still like comedians just to stick to being funny.
Well, I think,
what are your thoughts on that?
I think he's just missed the mark with the video because everything he's saying is
correct.
Very like, it's on point. Like he's right, but
also he's mugging himself if he has to burn his own money.
Well,
he's mugging himself.
Here's the issue with the money thing, and this is where I think he's made a horrible misstep. Although he'll probably spin it in a way that he won't. But I believe you're at the time of. At this current time of where we are at the minute in life, everyone is struggling for money. Cost of living's going up, energy, bills, food, you name it. There's not a thing that's cheap anymore. And
sorry, what do I say while you're saying that? I swallowed a bit of water and we bit just shot out of my mouth there.
Sexy.
I don't know if that picked up on camera.
I didn't even see it, but that's fine.
Because you're so like so
winning. Yeah. So yeah, I think he's picked the wrong avenue to go down. Like if he would have did something like, if you don't do this, I'm going to put a picture of you in the sky, you know, getting fucking... I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something out of the blue.
That's also sort of like, Beckham, if you don't do this, I'll put a fucking picture
or I'm going to get
sky.
the gay choir to sing an anti-gay anthem about you or something like that. I don't know. But the whole burning the money thing is the wrong
What
direction
I would do would be like, I will get people to come after you, Beckham.
Yeah.
And not necessarily
I'll get people to come.
Maybe that's what they do. Just get people to... come together literally into a giant vat, and then they'll get a helicopter guy to go over and tip it on Beckham's house. I don't know legally if you're allowed to drop like gallons of cum on people's houses or not.
I think you are.
I don't know if that's something that has been in law yet.
Gallons of cum?
Yeah, like I don't know if that's something that you can do. I don't know if anyone before has gathered the masses to ejaculate into a giant pot. Similar to the kind of size, you know, in the BFG when the helicopters take the giants, the sleeping giants, and it's like, you know, like I'm talking gallons of jizz. Like I'm talking like Beckham's probably getting avalanched.
Yeah, Beckham's getting pregnant when it falls on him. That's how much it'll be.
You know what I mean? And in fact, I'll get Nick Cannon to do it as well.
He's having a lot of babies.
Yeah, because if his jizz is super potent, it would burn through the Beckham's house and it would make all the Beckhams pregnant.
Literally Nick Cannon, the Cannon of
Nick,
sperm.
Like he should just be called Nick the Cannon.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Fair play. Like, I mean, he's fucking...
Big man loves... Guy loves the buck, you know what I mean? He loves the bucking and busting.
Eddie Murphy as well.
How many kids does he have?
11, 12.
Like Joe Jackson's another one that likes to bust. People are busting. But I mean, per head... whose spunk's worth the most? It must be Joe Jackson's. Like the money his semen has made.
Degenerate. Oh yeah, Joe Jackson's sperm has definitely did the most turnover.
Yeah.
But
I mean, imagine a fairy godmother would just appear to young Joe Jackson. I don't know where he lives or where he was brought up, I imagine he would. I can just
Where
see
were
him,
the Jacksons
because
from?
I feel like he's like in the south somewhere, isn't he?
I think it's
I can see him.
Kansas.
I can see him by a river. You know what I mean?
Missouri.
Like your wee man Joe Swain or something. Is it Swain? The wee boy lives by the river.
Oh, a Huckleberry Joe?
Huckleberry Finn. We'll say Huckleberry
Huckleberry
Finn. It
Finn.
works the same. He's sitting there just chewing a wee bit of barley or something. I can see wee Joe Jackson doing that. And then a ferry arrives in a wee boat.
Glenn, Psychic Glenn.
So the degenerate ferry, Psychic Glenn, rows down the river, stops wee Joe Jackson and goes, "Here, Joe, your spunk's worth billions, brother." And then just like, to be fair, it sounds like something Glenn might just come out with. I don't know. I had a dream about that. And then off he goes. Joe would be like, "What the fuck's going on here?" But it's true.
And he
Billions.
just looks at his dick and he's like, what?
Like,
And then-
yeah, imagine he sold that. Imagine he donated his sperm and there's another wee Jackson out there.
You don't know.
Jeffrey.
Joe, like, Jeffrey Jackson.
Yeah, wee Jeffrey Jackson out there.
You
doing
wouldn't
his
be
singing.
surprised with the amount. There's so many Jacksons
Yeah, too many.
that you wouldn't know how to keep track of them all.
I was nearly said, yes.
Because there's grandkids, there's fucking kids, there's all these little splinter
Do
groups.
you think Blanket? Oh, sorry, I'll give him his full name. Prince Michael II. Do
Yeah.
you think Prince Michael the First, Prince Michael II, and Paris are biologically Michael Jackson's children?
No.
No.
No. Zero chance. Zero chance. They're not of the ethnic minority majority.
I would say they're not of the ethnic race, I suppose. As Michael
The ethnic race
would.
of Michael.
What do you think of Daddy Rowe or Daddy Rowe?
Debbie Rowe.
Debbie Rowe. What do you think she?
Great woman.
Do you think her and Michael were in love, or do you think she was the chosen? Is she like a modern day Jesus? She's the chosen one.
She was the surrogate mother for the two kids.
But was he?
The
wasn't he
third
married
one?
to her a bit?
No one knows. Wait, Sam.
Weren't they married for a bit?
It might have been, yeah. But
He's married that super babe, Elvis's daughter. Like, well, nothing more I love than a woman to look like Elvis. That's like a dream. She
does
looks
look like Elvis, but she also was hot,
very sexy.
Yeah.
But again, I find it weird. I find it weirder.
Yeah.
I find it weirder that Michael's in a relationship with a sexy woman than I do that he, plays hide and seek in a bedroom with a child. I find that more believable.
Yeah,
You
tells you a lot about him.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like these.
Because I can't imagine, because again, I've heard of the rumor. I don't know if you've heard this. I don't know whether it's a rumor or a conspiracy, but I've heard it that Michael doesn't really speak the way he speaks.
Oh yeah, I
Like-
think that's well known.
Yeah, I've heard that, like, normally his voice is a bit more husky and all.
Like, it's not
And
a rat.
he'd be like, "Listen here." It's like you can see her going up, Lisa Marie. Gives a buck at you. I mean, is that sexier to you if you're like, "Here, gives a buck
Me,
at you"?
Hall Jackson.
Or would you prefer him to be like, "Lisa Marie,
I prefer him here.
give me a buck at you, Lisa Marie"?
I love you. Love you so much.
Like, imagine he lost the rag instead going, "That's ignorance, Martin." He went, "You're a fucking ignorant bastard, Martin. You swear to fuck." That sounds like something that you would conceivably hear in the films. "You're an ignorant bastard, Martin." Fuck's sake.
And if anyone would to bring it out of him, it would be Martin Bashir.
Martin
That evil
Bashir,
man.
is he a wee rat?
He's a wee rat burger.
He seems to be a stinking wee rat burger, isn't he?
He although he's very sick at the minute and good
And good that he is sick.
because he ruined Diana, who I also is one of my favorite people
Your
ever.
two favourite recording artists.
Diana and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I think Diana was the reason I knew I was straight when I was younger.
Okay, this is definitely taking a swerve we did not expect. Did you have
It's
a wee
because the
crush on her?
crown's on at the minute.
Did you have a wee crush on her?
Yeah.
Would you say Diana was your first? crush?
My first love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I thought one day it was gonna.
And the fact that she is your first crush, it's quite fitting.
That we both hate the Royals.
Yeah, and I was going to make a.
We have so much in common, Diana.
Yeah.
I hate them too.
Yeah. Do you think, like, we're talking conspiracies? We've got a few conspiracies. Do you think she was killed?
Man, it's definitely a wee bit dodgy, like, isn't it? It's definitely sus. I would say, as the kids say, it's sus.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're just probably a couple of months away from Prince Harry coming out with some pretty wild accusations. He kind of just does whatever he wants, you know what I mean?
But I like that from
He'd be
Harry.
the sort of guy I'd be like, they killed her. My granny's wee bitch. And he'd be like, Harry, no, Jesus.
Do you know what's funny about the Royals? They like, from what I've seen of, you look at like William and stuff, and even Harry's still not bad at the minute, but they always in their teens and early 20s look good.
Like, William in his teens was the perfect boy, wasn't he? He was very sexy.
Supermodel. Nah.
Yeah. But what's weird about him, he looked very like Diana as a teenager. You know what I mean? He looked very, but for some reason he is morphing
He
into
is
Charles,
morphed into
and it's weird.
Edward and Andrew and all of them. You can see the genes in him.
Yeah, because like I think this is the thing that obviously you got to give big respect
To Hazard?
No, to Charles.
To Charles.
Because Charles, ugly dude.
Right.
Like when he
when he was in his
when he was young, he was stinking, mate.
No.
Yeah, the big ears and the nose, gross. He looked like the wee bankers in Harry Potter. He was like a full sized body version of wee bankers in Harry Potter.
I thought Charles was alright.
Oh no, he was. I tell you, who was alright, Philip. He would get and give the dick.
Oh, the
Prince Philip, the dad.
The dad.
Oh, why? He was a sexy bastard, right? But Charles not sweet. So then the Queen and him not good mix. But then Charles brings in Diana in the mix. You know, like if he had kids with Camilla, I don't think they'd have been as sexy.
Nah, that would have sullied the gene pool.
You know, but they definitely have it. Like it's like Nosferatu. They all start looking. The noses and the ears kind of go. You know, yeah. Now, I'm telling you this: William's kids cute.
For now.
No, but William. See, you look
They'll
at William.
eventually morph.
William's a cute guy. Kate's very pretty lady.
That's true.
So you mix those genes.
That's true.
Gonna be cute. Harry and Meghan, they're gonna be cute too.
Yeah.
They'll be cute
Those
because
are good
there's
ones.
no.
But they're not
like,
in the royal family anymore.
But
they're exiled.
You mix some other royals, Fergie, Andrew, we got a problem. We have a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, along with the Jacksons, I'm pretty sure Prince. Oops, that's fucking old nonce Andrew. He's probably got another couple of kids out there.
Oh,
I would say.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like this guy, Andrew strikes me. If he doesn't sweat, he's not the kind of guy that's going to wear a condom, is he?
No, probably not.
No,
Doesn't need to.
Yeah, he's just out there busting.
Dropping them.
He's just squirting and hurting.
Busting makes him feel good.
I think so.
Prince Anne was alright.
Prince Anne was pretty in the day, wasn't she?
Yep.
She was. But then again, it's happened to her as well. The wee weird, the ears, and that hairstyle's not sexy. She's rocking.
Nah.
But was she also sexy because she's a bit of a bad girl too? She didn't really do with what the royals wanted. She used to go out and party, have a good time.
Yes. See, I love that. That's what you want from your royals.
Yeah.
You know, bit of looseness.
There you go. Just loosen up.
Just loosen the dudes.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, wow.
Dude
that's
loose.
It. Doot loose?
Yeah.
Oh, foot loose. I was trying to really work that out. My mind is like your wee man from The Hangover, and you're going, what's going on?
Yeah, your life flashed before your eyes there.
Loose dude.
Dude loose.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a movie I'd like to make.
Nice.
I said something. Me and William we were playing PlayStation online the other night, and I come up with the character, a gay vampire.
Okay.
Count Wankula.
Count Wankula?
And genuinely,
yeah.
I must have laughed for about 5 solid minutes thinking.
And what would Count Wankula do? I imagine he would suck your blood like he's eating a watermelon.
Yeah. William said the crucifix just goes up his hole, and he likes it. And that's it. That's it. You know, stake to the hours.
And you don't come at him with silver bullets, you come at him with rubber bullets, you know. Just fucking ram them up his face.
Yeah. But yeah, that was just something that came into my mind there.
Nice. I mean, I love how that's just popped into there.
It just made me laugh at the time, and it still makes me laugh right now.
Yeah.
Count Wankula.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. As a 33-year-old man, I've never been as proud.
Yeah.
Of
well, I had a moment similar in one of the comedians' WhatsApp groups. We were chatting about if we were to form like non-binary bands.
Yes,
what you would call them. And I just come up with Elliot Page against the Vagine, which was my personal favourite. You know, I think proud of that.
Did anyone say the bare naked fellas?
No, the bare. I think it was like the bare naked people.
People, that's what it was. Yes, fuck, that's what I meant to say. Damn it.
Yeah. There you go.
I fucked it.
Yeah, that was alright.
We got there in the end.
Yeah.
We did the Bangor Courthouse. Do you want to talk about it?
Nope, because I did it last week, mate. Talked about that in the podcast.
I didn't talk about it.
Yeah, well, what do you think about it? Because
good venue.
I did the courthouse there again with Shane. Opened for him in the courthouse there last week.
I know. I heard it went. I heard you did better than Shane.
I mean, as usual. I'm just a funnier guy, but it's all gravy.
It was. I like the green room
because you know what I spoke about before. I had said last time when I did Ulster Hall, the vibes were very different. I was very stressed out about it. I let it get to me. I didn't enjoy the experience. I wasn't a good hang before the show.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't and it didn't go well. I didn't wear stuff I'm comfortable with. I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
But this time I thought, let's have fun. Got the pizzas in for the gang.
The pizzas before. That's the way to do it.
Had a nice time, very relaxed. Wasn't
Pre-gig pizza is the
that's
fucking
great,
best.
isn't it? But it wasn't. You know, sometimes if you're going over your set, you should know what you're doing
Yeah,
by now.
yeah.
So I was comfortable with that. I was ready. I just had a nice time. Good people to chill with. Nice time. Couple of drinks, some soda pop, some beers. Just a nice time. And then after Ulster Hall, I just went straight home and was like, it was too like I was treating it like a day at the office.
Yeah.
Where it's a big deal, no matter what. Like I may never play the Ulster Hall ever again. So I should have enjoyed it. I didn't. This one I was like, you know what? I'll go for a couple of drinks afterwards. I'll celebrate.
Oh, you went for a few drinks
and I
afterwards.
went for a few drinks. It was a good time.
Ooh, I tell you, you were a wee bit tipsy.
Listen, you know what? The best thing that happened to me that night was in my favourite bar in the world, Fealty's. Big shout out.
Big fan.
I got a free Guinness. I don't know if I've ever been as happy because it's notorious and it's hard work. Like it's not a place that would just give out free Guinnesses. You know what I mean? They are the best Guinnesses in the world. So to have earned the respect,
yeah, to get a free one
of the bar and to get a free one meant something to me.
I would love it if me and you do like a week's run at Fealty's next year.
You know what?
Just do 5 shows in a row.
Why don't
Monday
we?
to Friday.
Let's do it.
That'd be good.
Let's
wouldn't
do it. Let's do it. Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
And then culminate or maybe Wall Garden or something if it sells. Because I don't want to come out and say that's going to be my big show next year.
But it might be.
Might be.
You're thinking about it.
And I want to come into the courthouse again. I love that shit. Maybe you know what? Maybe we'll do a live podcast in the courthouse. What about that?
That could be fun. Yeah, that seems that would actually be a good setting for it. Yeah. But
I'm open to do it. I just love it, and I have never felt a sense of pride, you know, because I'm homophobic. No, I've never felt a sense of like hometown pride before. And like again, unlike some comedians, Hollywood's my hometown. You know what I mean? That's where I was brought up. That was but I moved when I was 17. Moved closer to Bangor. Then moved East Belfast for a bit. Bangor. So for me, hometown is now Bangor. And that's because it's where I've raised my family. It's where I've put my roots down. Bangor's my hometown. I love it. It's great to see a performance space of that quality in Bangor. It's been long overdue. It's just a great part of the world. I'm delighted to be there. So I want to get into that more and I want to enjoy it more. And I just love it. It's great.
Why wouldn't you? You know, embrace those sort of things.
But it's great and it's nice to have that. Like, do you feel it? Do you have anywhere you're like, I fucking love that? Florida?
yeah, I do. I'm going to Florida in January. Did I tell you?
No, you didn't.
Miami in January, baby, for a week.
Business or pleasure?
Mostly pleasure, but a day of business.
What is the business you're doing? Are you allowed to say?
Oh no, I'm just helping. I'm just helping with an event in Miami. That's all it is with the Meadster. But yeah, Miami for 6 days. Gonna enjoy it.
Sorry.
No, you do.
And I'm just I'm trying to get another guest on.
Today?
Yeah, and it's sorted. It's confirmed.
Whoa.
I'm allowed to do it.
Are you allowed to say the guest is a big one?
Well, it's a Patreon. It's a Patreon.
Comedian?
And, yeah, it's Mark McCartney. And when you're listening to this,
good shout.
It'll be on Patreon.
There you go.
So,
old McCartney, good guy.
There you go. I've been wanting to get him on for a while. But the thing about McCartney that's awkward is he lives
a bajillion miles away.
You have to like fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get him. You need to go out whenever the rainbow hits the moon and you need to play a skin flute to lure him. You need to get Count Wankula down. You need to summon all these together to get him from the Shire to here, you know. So now he's in this vicinity. I want to just nab him.
Good shout. Yeah, that'll be a good guest.
It'll be a lot of fun.
But yeah, what were we talking
Bangor,
about?
loving it. Do you have anywhere you love like that?
Oh, well, when I holiday, I love going to Orlando. But in terms of gigs, do you know, the last load of ones I've done at McCooey's in Newry I've really liked.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
McCooey's is a good spot.
And I'm there this week supporting our boy Andrew Ryan on his tour.
What date's that?
The Newry gig is the Saturday, I believe.
So that would be the 20...
It's so loud.
Wow.
But this will also be out after then anyway.
Nice.
But
good.
yeah, Andrew's sold out most of his dates, which is good for him.
It is good for him.
You love to see it. But yes, so I'm doing McCooey's on Saturday then, so I'm looking forward to that. I like doing there. I thought, you know, when I did the Devonish with Shane, I thought it was a good gig, but don't know, I thought I would feel more hometown pride or whatever, but I just didn't.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe it was because two boys got in a fight in the middle of my set and got fucked out, but I don't know. Yeah.
Let me just see now. We'll go on to the questions because people have been asking.
Oh, yes.
Big shout out to our boy Reece McClanagan there. Very nice photo. I'll give that a like.
He's an Olympic athlete, isn't he?
He is. He's a friend of the show. Again, the episode is on Patreon there for people to enjoy. Great guest. Wonderful. And he's a world champion now. You know, it is what it is. Oh, this will be enjoyable and it's very suitable that you're back for this because this is almost a callback question.
Hit me.
What did I think of Lyle Crocodile?
Yep, that is. Go ahead, give us your,
it was great,
your movie review.
and Holly loved it, which is the main thing. You know, as long as she enjoyed it.
Did you fall asleep during it?
No, I did nearly piss myself though.
Cause
I drank too much fluid.
If you had to pee and Holly was with you, would you have to bring her with you?
Yes. So what happened? Like the way it was getting to the end of the film, we were like in the end row, so I would have had to get past people. She was sitting on my knee, and I was like, "Oh, you can't sit there." And you know, when you get really stressed, you're going to piss. You're like, "You can't sit there. Don't, please don't, please."
I'd have had to bring her with me.
I did. But then as soon as credits hit, we ran, and I was running because I was like the sweat was streaming because I was about to piss myself.
It was just piss leaking out of your pores.
Running to the toilet, and she's like, "I'm in here." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm just going to leave you here because I will piss myself." And I just throw her over the shoulder, run into the disabled toilet, Blair Witch style. Said her just look in the corner because Daddy's going to be peeing for 7 minutes. And it's weird because I, again, obviously being a dad of a daughter, I don't like my kids looking at me peeing. It's
the
weird to me.
Piss broke.
You know what I mean? So I just put her in the corner and was like, she was like, "Daddy, can I get out of here?" And I'm like, "No, I'm done. When you hear the stream, you can stop."
When you hear the
stream was like. It was hitting like, you know, whenever like they're trying to the ectoplasm, they're trying to destroy it in Ghostbusters. My stream was like, you know what I mean? You know when they all have to get together and they have to call Rick Moranis in to hold it too. That was like the stream. It was. I have never needed to piss more in my life. But Lila Crocodile was great. Shout out to Shawn Mendes in the song "We're Top of the World Tonight."
Good stuff, Lila. I would have just fell asleep for the whole thing.
No, I'm telling you something. Lila Crocodile is a bit of you. Lyle's a performing crocodile, mate.
Maybe I need to go
singing
watch
great
it.
song. It's a musical. It was a good show.
I'm glad.
I mean, what is weird though, I will say, I will get, if you want to critique and you get straight honesty with me here, he doesn't talk, Lyle the crocodile. He just sings. So it's weird communication. You know what I mean? And he just sings songs. That's like just speak.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it was great. Aaron wants to know, what are mine and your American snack of choice? For her, it's got to be Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Oh, good question. Gosh, do you know what this is a nice one. Over in the States, they have this Nesquik chocolate milk that comes in bottles, and it's all refrigerated and cold and all. It is fucking beautiful.
Now, you're the man that we've established before in a previous episode. You are the online guy. Yeah. You're known to see a drink anywhere in the world, enjoy it, and then ship it in bespoke.
The difficult thing,
like a barrel of cum over Beckham's house. You're ordering it in.
The difficult thing with getting Nesquik over here is, I think, because it's dairy, they have some sort of issue trying to like get it through custom or whatever.
Probably a fucking sea border too. Fuck shit.
I fucking sort that out. Get back in the government. But
go back to work.
Don't stop taking a wage and not working. But so I can get Mountain Dew easily over here if I want it, the American Mountain Dew. But getting the Nesquik stuff, I have to just.
Have you tried to source it?
The Nesquik stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you can get it, but you're talking for a bottle, it can be like 30-40 quid a bottle.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is maybe there'd be a bottle, like if I do a big gig, maybe it could be a bottle of brandy or something. I think
some people get like
maybe after Africa. All I'm saying, we might get away something. We'll keep it at the ear to that. But yeah, Lila Crocodile was great. The American food of choice is the Nesquik for me. I don't really know.
So you haven't been to the States in a while.
No, I haven't been for a while.
This will be my third time in a year.
Yeah, no, last time I was there was in New York. I just like, you know what I like? I like the cheese sauce, just the wet cheese sauce.
Oh, the cheese whiz?
Love that shit.
That is good, actually.
We don't have it here. That's what I would go for.
Good shout.
Proberto, 69. I mean, like that. I like what he's all about there.
Good lad.
Has said Buck, Kill, Marry. Yep. Mickey Bartlett, Kieran Bartlett, and Willie T.
Jesus Christ, that's three of the... Buck, Kill, Marry.
You know what? I would say Kieran, I would have to kill him because he couldn't get a tattoo because of health problems. So I would feel that he's close to the edge anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I'll agree with you.
Yeah, I'll go with
where I'm
Kieran, and
going
that's
too.
no offense to Kieran because I love Kieran.
He'll be raging
But I
at
feel
this.
that because if he medically had to get signed out of getting a tattoo, I
Yeah.
think
You have to kill him.
You have to kill him.
If
for
you're
that.
doing that, you just got to
Um,
get put down like
Yeah,
Lassie.
it's true. Just get him done. Take him to the back of the woodshed and just make him in the glue. Now this is the problem. Because again, Kieran would be a big contender
This
to
is
marry.
easy for me. The next
Kieran
one.
would be a big contender to marry too,
Oh,
but
would he?
because of his health. Because he'd be an easy guy to live with, I imagine. And it'd be a good chill. Now, I would find if I'm looking at myself as the housewife that I am, I would find Mickey would stress me out because he'd be like, "Where is he? When's he coming home?
Do you think?
When's he coming home? He told me he'd be home at 6 and it's 11:15. Where is he?"
See, I don't know if that.
And Willie, with all that I wish him well and I love him. He'd fucking melt me. See, to be
no,
my
you're.
husband,
Yeah, I
he
can't.
would-
I can't
do my
marry.
head.
I can't
And-
marry Willie. I
Yeah.
have to buck him.
Buck
And
him.
the best
I'd
thing
buck-
is, Willie would probably wear a dress for it as well if you
Yes.
suggested for him. So you would feel like it was a
Willie's
bit of a girl.
Willie's probably the sexiest girl out of the three as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Now,
Oh
but,
yeah, definitely. Remember, so who was it? Someone made that photo of all the comedians as women.
Yeah. I was the most stinking of them all. So sly. So sly.
Oh my god, yeah, you
The
were
most,
hilarious.
far and away, the most stinking. I'm telling you something for nothing. Colin Gaddis as a girl. Oh,
Yeah.
oh why? Very sexy.
You wouldn't have thought.
He had the hat and all on, very like skater vibes.
You wouldn't have thought. Woodsy is a girl
Yeah.
as well.
Just looks like Woodsy.
Just looks like Woodsy. to be
Woodsy,
fair.
and his hair's long and all too, yeah.
Yeah.
But sexy nonetheless. So yeah, I'd
Yeah.
marry Mick because then you could divorce Mick because he would stress you out.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know where he was. You couldn't trust him.
Yeah,
He'd be
yeah.
out drinking all night.
But
and
you
you'd be
get a
sitting
good
at
few
home.
laughs out of him.
You
for a
would,
while,
you would.
which would be good.
Yeah, but I'd buck Willie and kill Kieran and marry.
Yeah,
Although I do find it difficult to, for the sake of the joke, kill Kieran. But I think Kieran would be all right to live with.
He would
I
actually.
do,
Yeah,
I
he
do.
would. He would.
Patrick has said, "Will you have any New Year resolutions for 2023? What is your number one goal for 2023?" Mate, fucking go to Ukraine and fight the Russians. That's what I'm doing.
Yep, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go save the world.
Do you have any goals right now, comedy or otherwise?
Sell out this fucking show in Lavery's Arm Butler tickets.com.
But you know what? And I'm going to say this as somebody who has not sold out a big show before. That's not the be all and end all.
No.
I got too far into that,
Yeah.
worried with Ulster Hall show, and it took all fun away. So I believe that your R will be a very good R, and I believe that should be the main focus.
Oh, I think it already is.
I believe it should be the main focus.
I think it already is. I think the material's there already.
You know what I think your big goal for 2023 should be? Dye your hair
What colour?
blue.
Okay.
No, you would actually look kind of cool if you dyed your hair blue. I think you'd look like Flea. Just that's why. I'd be like, yeah, you would look like Flea.
We Flea.
What would you like to be achieving? Anything like it doesn't have to be comedy related. It can be life related. It could be, do you want to like fucking bulk up the delts or something? Do you want to, I don't know, is there something you're like, I really fucking need these
No,
big arms?
I just want to keep on the road I'm on here and keep writing good jokes. That's just my thing. I just want to write
Yeah.
good material.
What about you and Andrew? Where do you see you guys going next year? Do you see?
I hope we'll do a bigger live podcast somewhere next year.
That's good.
Maybe
Good goal to
in
have.
about 150 seater room
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in the centre of Belfast that might also be a comedy club. The maybe something like that. I don't know, but we'll have to see. Like we sold the sunflower very easily.
Yeah.
Like we didn't even advertise it really. We did
Yeah.
one or two Instagram story posts, and it sold out, which is class. The fact that I know it only holds like 50 people or whatever.
Don't degrade it. It's a
No,
great
no. But I
achievement.
just think
Yeah.
I just think that we just didn't know what to expect, and so to see that is class. And I think there's no reason why we couldn't do a bigger one next year if we did a bit more promo, some more clips. And
Well, he'll get cancelled, but apart from that,
he
that's
will,
pretty
yeah,
fun,
for his V for Vendetta cock. But yeah, so yeah.
I mean, imagine thinking it's V for Vagine, but actually it's a pain.
It's
That's how
V
he
for
lures you in.
Vapine.
Yeah.
The
glory hole in the mouth,
So yeah, I just want to put on a few shows next year. Sell them out, be good, and have good material, and just have fun and make people smile and laugh who come to see the shows, because we all
Hey man, can I be honest? Getting a bit bored now.
carry next question.
Hey man, it's like hey, listen, I just want to have a good time. Like, hey, just say you want to be a silly goose and have a good time. Why I'm wrapped you up so rude? I've got the Lyle crocodile, need to piss again.
Oh,
so
the camera battery's flashing too.
yeah, there we go. This is a perfect time. Whiz through it. Are you going to do a gig in Australia?
Nope.
No, me neither. What's your favourite thing and the worst thing about growing up in the West? Quickly.
Favorite thing, the people. Worst thing, the people.
If Naomi Mitchell wants to know if you could be part of any TV family, who would it be and why?
The My Wife and Kids family.
Why?
Because it just looked like a real fun time every time they did it. You know what I mean? Junior was in there.
Can you call the Fritzels a TV family?
I think so. Yeah.
I would be part of Fritzels because I have a problem with what went on there. And if it was me and if I was Joseph Fritzel's son, I'd be like, Dad, why do you keep going to fucking Czech Electrics? What's like nobody went, why are you down there for so long? Dad, you fucking
And why do you keep coming up with
these random like white, like pale white babies with pink eyes? Like fucking mole rats. What's going on, Dad? You dirty bastard. Speaking of dirty bastards, Africa. Tickets on sale
16th
now.
of April.
Link in the bio. It's the guy's birthday. I'm buying him some fucking chocolate milk. Now I'm going to piss. Take care.
I'm the sly guy.